Hey Clashers, as you guys know, I have my own challenge in the game, the iTzu's Summer Challenge, and in today's video we're going to go behind the scenes, how I created this challenge, how everything worked, kind of like to set up this idea of the base, and how this final layout came up. And as well, what are my priorities when I'm creating a challenge, like what are the main things to look out for, all of this in this video. And if you like videos like these, if you like my guides on my channel, then if you buy anything in the shop, make sure to use the creator code. I mean, it's supporting us creators a ton. And as I said, if you like my content, make sure to use code iTzu. Really appreciate that. Really, truly appreciate the support. And now let's get ready. Let's get ready with how this base looks when you do see all of the traps. That's kind of scary, right? But the first things first is that on this picture, this is like a little bit of an older version. Because fun facts first. Well, there is a limit of buildings kind of within Clash of Clans because there is only 4 percentages, right? So it's like only up to 100 buildings. I was a little bit too excited and put 107 buildings down. So there were a lot of tester. A couple of them got removed to make sure that it's only on 100 buildings. So you guys cannot 3-star even though you have still Tesla left, which you have not destroyed, because that was possible before that. So that's like the first small fun fact. So this is like the version with like a ton of like a lot more Tesla than we have in the original version. But I think we should dive into the thinking, to the approach. What am I looking at when I'm designing a challenge? Like, what are my top 3 goals which I want to achieve? And I think the first goal which I have with this challenge is to create something which can't be in the game, which you cannot like rebuild in the game, and something you have completely different, which I feel like I kind of did. You cannot have 1 million Tesla, you cannot have 3 Eagle, everything. I feel like those challenges are the most fun. Like, don't get me wrong, the Clash Worlds challenges have their place, but they are, I mean, you can just copy the base and try it in FC, right? Like, it's pretty much the same thing. So why would I do the challenge for that? I feel like challenges are supposed to be super fun, super enjoyable to do, and you need to get creative. And that's why I came up with this army having so many different troops, because I'm a huge fan of watching the crazy stuff Star Wars is coming up with. Because as you guys know, Star Wars is always coming in and approaching those type of challenges with his own style and trying to swag as much as possible. And well, I'm kind of trying to recreate what he did on this challenge. I will show that to you in the background. But definitely check out Star Wars' video for that. He's always like a huge inspiration when it comes down to those huge swag challenges. You should definitely check him out. He's having some great legend content as well. But for me, what are my top 3 points which I'm looking at if I create those challenges? The first and most important thing I already said, I want to have it being different to what the original game is. So create something which is unique and which cannot get recreated within the game itself, which I feel like I kind of did. So to me, it was already a success in the first point. The next point is challenges are not supposed to be too hard. Like, this challenge in the beginning was way harder when I created it, but then I kind of made it more and more easy a little bit, because obviously you still need to be able to do it, right? So obviously in Clash of Clans there's a huge variety in skill, so kind of anyone should be able to do it. And that was like the next point is, if possible, you should not be able to 3-star the challenge in the first try or with spamming everything in. That's like the second objective which I was going for. And I feel like I'm not sure if anyone got it in the first try, like truly in the first try, without knowing what there actually is with this Tesla farm. So I feel like at least it wasn't too easy to get it in the first try. Okay, let's put it like this. And then the last point, which to me is really important as well, because I'm always taking a look at those challenges as well from like my YouTube standpoint, which is trying to teach people, trying to educate the players, and trying to make sure that they're getting better at the game. And that's why I put so many different troops in there, to make sure that the attacker has to use different phases. So for example, in my video, I had to use like the first sneaky goblin wallbreaker dive, into then the air troops, into then the ground troops. Yes, all of those different specific phases were kind of spammy, which again, as I said, it's not too bad if it's not too hard overall. But at the same time, I want to make sure that I'm showing people there is more than just placing all of the Legend Dragons at once. because you can actually try to have different phases in trying to take down certain buildings. Kind of the same thing as Stars did with his approach, where you did like a queen dive into the tunnel compartment with the warden walk, and then like a dive in from the bottom side. So you can see already, this is like that. Like there is this approach where I'm trying to show people that there is just more they can push for, they can go for with this challenge. But at the same time, I mean, as always, when you're doing something, you have to as well listen to feedback, and have tried to read a lot of the comments from the challenge video. And one thing which I have really learned, and I'm truly sorry for that, I'm really sorry for that, and that is the scroll bar. I mean, the scroll bar, especially if you're like a mobile phone user and your mobile phone is maybe not too big, I know it is true pain, okay? If you're on a tablet, I can just give you the really big tip of just switching to double deployment bar. Then it's way easier. But otherwise, for all of the mobile device users, I'm sorry. I did not really consider that too much, to be honest, when creating this challenge. As I said, the main idea of this army was to give everyone the possibility of being creative. And as I said, I was really looking forward to the approach how Star Wars is doing the challenge, because that's always super fun to see, like seeing the crazy things he's coming up with, how he's approaching those bases and taking them out. So that was kind of the main idea of giving everyone so many different possibilities. The only thing which I added more than all of the remaining troops were sneaky goblins, because I wanted to make sure that people are getting creative. You can take down the town hall, you can take down the clan castles, so you have already a bit more variety in there. Which I felt like is kind of cool. And that's overall the approach how I designed this challenge. And if you might ask, like, iTzu, did Supercell tell you anything about like how you should approach this, how you should set this up or anything? And to be honest, no, not really. Like all they did is they said, okay, iTzu, we need a summer challenge. Are you up for it? And I said, sure, I have time. I would love to try it. I would love to see how all people like my challenge. And then I started with this layout. I said, okay, I want to have like a summer feeling. To me, like this is like a beach type of thing with the dolphins in the background and the happy, I don't know, family or like friends or whatever you want to put it in the front, and then the sun kind of with the town hall and the eagles at the horizon. So that was kind of the idea. And then at the same time, when I tried to build the base, I was, wait a second, if I add buildings now, I kind of destroy the entire setup, the entire scenery, kind of. So I just added a ton of Tesla, because when you're looking at the base, as you do right now, you don't destroy it. That's the entire idea of this. And now I want to have your guys' feedback again. If I have, at any time, the pleasure again to create a challenge, what did you guys like or what did you guys dislike about this challenge? Let me know down below in the comments. I would love to hear your feedback overall, specific on how this challenge was designed. What did you like? What did you dislike? I would love to hear that. And I hope I was able to give you guys a bit more behind the scenes knowledge and explain how I approached this challenge. And thank you so much for watching. I really truly hope you enjoyed this video. I wish you a wonderful start into the new week. I will see you guys back tomorrow with the next video. Until then, see ya and bye bye.